And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. These two teams all tied after one. Jackson on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will stop him short. 27, no first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andy Isabella, 49 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 21. Bengals.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Coleman has it here right side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there.
79 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to get very...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going up top. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
By number 10.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after the
He's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
At the 15.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And it is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
At the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jenkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cincinnati
to number 14
from 4 yards out. Cincinnati. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead. He just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and now it's second down.
10.
Throwing again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. How about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
38.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 42.
Colts, this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he's got some space here. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang it.
Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They go play action now. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
By number 10. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Holiday. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 40.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Down right around the 25.
Nick Chubb.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Off play action. Jackson. He sets to fire. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Watson on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's good.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They give the chop out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought
Well,
down.
Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now an option play on second down. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Jackson, off play action. Going underneath, it's Coleman. Taken down the line before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson off the play fake. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. No Super Bowl trip for them this year as they are going to lose this title game on a missed field goal. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that will do it for this one.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. 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 Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Nah, I get it go. Nah, I get it go.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6